Okay, we'll begin. So, welcome to this practice of Yoga Nidra. There's still time to just get yourself settled. We take it nice and slowly. Arrival and settling is a whole part of the practice. So, whether you choose to practice in a more traditional way, which is laying down on the back or the side of your body, you might choose to be seated. If you do, I would recommend feet to the earth and having a little bit of support behind the back of the body. And of course, grab as much support as you can. You might have a pillow for the head, you might have cushions behind the knees. Practicing in the evening, it can get a little bit chilly, so you might grab a blanket or a duvet and just wrap yourself up in that. And then once you feel that you are in the most comfortable position for the next 25 minutes, just closing or covering the eyes if that feels okay. And have another check. So sometimes when we close the eyes, we can tap in to other senses or a greater sense of awareness. Is there anything that just needs to be shifted slightly, adjusted, to help you find even greater comfort? So there is no right or wrong way to practice Yoga Nidra. It will be a personal experience because it works with the inner workings of your own mind. There will be short moments where there is silence, but of course I'm still here. This is just to allow you to rest, to absorb, to reflect. And as best as you can, your physical body remains still. So Yoga Nidra is a practice of rest. The mind will still be active, but you might find that you drift away into sleep or you just drift in and out of the practice, and that's fine. If you have drifted away out of the practice, whether that is to sleep or just a moment of distraction, just join back in. Follow the sound of my voice. The idea is to remain still so the body can rest, but you might find that you have spontaneous movements to the body. And of course, we want to be comfy. So if at any point you feel like, oh, that limb's gone a little bit dead, or oh, that doesn't feel quite right anymore, then just really mindfully reposition. So reposition with intention to re-find comfort. I'm going to count you down into the practice. So nothing is required, just listen to the count from 10 to 0. And perhaps with each exhale breath you take during this time, you just allow a little bit more ease, soften into the corners, the edges of your body. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Take a nice deep breath in and breathe out. Arrive in your practice of Yoga Nidra. And just notice the ebb and flow of your breath. So there's no need to control or manage your breath in any way. You might find that naturally throughout the practice, a sigh comes forwards. You might even catch yourself just holding your breath for a moment. So really important if that happens, we witness that and we just take a nice deep breath. Come back to your rhythm of breath. Let's expand our awareness out into the whole of the body. And if your body could let you know, communicate with you in words, although feelings and sensations are a great way of communication, what might it want or need from this practice on a physical level? If your mind could communicate with you truthfully, what might your mind need from this practice? And a word that I was meditating on earlier and created a meditation for earlier was clarity. So that might speak to you, it might not. The point of kind of asking and inquiring is that when we set our intention in a moment, perhaps the spark has come to us for that. And equally, when we take our journey around the body, maybe we're offering the mind or body whatever it is that we feel it needs from that communication. So an opportunity now to set your sankalpa, your intention, your resolve. It might simply be my body gains X from this practice of Yoga Nidra. My mind gains X. It may be something for the week ahead, some wheels that you are putting into motion, some seeds that you are planting. It may be for the season ahead. It may be much bigger. If nothing comes, the important thing is not to force. Just maybe come back to that question of what does body and mind want from this, and just settle on that as your intention. If you found it, repeat it really confidently in your mind 3 times. And as you exhale, just release it to the universe. So if fitting, you may journey around the body and take something with you. Rest, peace, that idea of clarity is kind of really sticking with me for the week ahead. Maybe you just take your awareness, the light of awareness that travels from the mind to all of the places and spaces of the body that we'll explore on our journey. And we're going to begin at the space between the brows, the third eye, Ajna. So just settle your awareness on the space between the brows. Take awareness then to the right eyebrow and the left eyebrow, the right eyelid and eyelashes, the eyeball, left eyelid, lashes, the eyeball, the right ear, the left ear, the right cheek, the left cheek, the right nostril, the left nostril, the tip of the nose, the upper lip, the lower lip, the lips just gently pressed together, so not pursed or tensed, just gently touching. Down to the chin. Carry awareness around the jawline and into the throat space. If it feels right, you might swallow. And just an awareness then of the face and the features of the face. Just allowing them to soften. Softening into the throat. And taking our awareness then to the right collarbone. The right collarbone. The right shoulder. Armpit. Right upper arm. Elbow and inner elbow. Right lower arm, right wrist, back of hand, thumb. First, second, third, fourth finger, palm of the right hand. If it feels tangible, we could almost just be holding what we need or our intention, just really gently with curled fingers in the palm of the right hand. Bringing awareness to the whole of that right arm, the right hand. Traveling awareness then to the left collarbone, left shoulder, armpit, left upper arm, elbow, inner elbow, left lower arm, left wrist, back of the hand, thumb, first, second, third, fourth finger, the palm of the hand. And again, if it's tangible, perhaps we hold our intention, our word, how we want to feel in the palm of the left hand. Becoming aware of the whole of that left arm and the left hand. Awareness of the whole of the face, both of the arms, the shoulders, the hands. So those areas that we touch with our awareness soften and settle. Let's bring our awareness then to the back of the neck neck, the top of the spine. The right shoulder blade. Down past the right back ribs, side body, the right front ribs, down to the right hip. The right thigh, kneecap and the back of the knee. The right lower leg, ankles, top of the foot, heel of the foot, sole of the foot, first, second, third, fourth, fifth toe. Become aware of the whole of that right leg and the right foot. As we breathe in, awareness lifts back up to the top of the spine, the top of the spine. Then over to the left shoulder blade. Starts to journey down past the back rib cage, round into the side body and the front ribs. Further down into that left hip, the left thigh, left kneecap and back of knee, lower leg, ankles, heel, top of the left foot, sole of the left foot, left big toe. Second, third, fourth, fifth toe. The whole of that left leg, the left foot, the whole of the right leg and the right foot, both arms, hands, shoulders, and the face, softening, settling. Just allow some moments here to feel into those parts and areas. And let's return our awareness then to the space between the brows, Ajna. Awareness of the forehead, traveling up to the crown of the head and down into the back of the head, the heaviness of the skull as it relaxes. Down into the back of the neck. And slowly we travel down the spine for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, base of the spine. And for a few moments here, we're going to see if we can maintain our awareness on the back of the body and the spine. So for you, it might just be the feeling of settling, softening, almost spreading through back body. And that could go down into the right and left glute even. You might like to work with the breath or with a 10 count of your own to go up and down the spine, almost like you're caressing it with your breath, or just counting and keeping your focus as you go down, back up, back down the spine. And wherever you are, just let that dissolve away. Bring awareness back to the space between the brows. And our awareness travels down past the face, offering it even more softness, past the throat, down into the heart space, an internal softness. Past the breasts or the pecs, down into the abdominal area, all the way down to the belly button and the softness of the lower belly, where we meet the breath. The inhale and exhale, the rise and fall, expansion and contraction. If possible, allow this feeling of breath to be expanded through every area, every space and place, and maybe even some that we haven't traveled to in our journey. So as if the whole body is breathing. All the way to the crown of the head, out to the tips of the fingers and thumbs, down to the soles of the feet. And just be with any sensations that this may bring. Take a deeper breath, really feel that sense of rising, and as you release, spreading the breath throughout the entire body. It softens to the arms of the earth. And now to return to our Sankalpa word intention. Repeating it 3 times confidently in the mind. If nothing came before, but you've gained a sense of clarity and something is there now, then go with that. If there is nothing there, don't worry. Just continue to enjoy your rest. Take a nice deep breath in and out. And you are more than welcome and, in fact, encouraged to stay and enjoy rest or whatever it is that you need. Otherwise, perhaps you start to gently wiggle the fingers and toes. You might drop the head from side to side. Perhaps it moves into a bit of a stretch. So just slowly signaling to body and mind that you are beginning to reawaken. You might place the hands onto the heart space and just take a moment to thank yourself. And of course, thank you for joining me. When you are ready, just bring yourself up into a seat, but take your time. Have a couple of breaths and moments to reground.